Hi everyone, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women, and this is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. The first question I have is, hi, what drinks other than water are classified as clean eating drinks? I don't know if there's anything that's technically called a clean eating drink, but anything that's real, like juices, you can juice your own fruits and vegetables, iced tea, lemon water, or you just add lemon to your water. It could be vegetable juices, but anything that is avoiding the refined sugar like pop or soda, processed drinks, alcohol, things like that you want to avoid. But I guess the ones that I had mentioned prior would be the best clean eating options, and of course our clean drinking options. Of course, water trumps all of that. The next question I have is, hi Nicole, I have always heard that you are supposed to eat soon upon waking to keep your metabolism going. Now everyone is talking about intermittent fasting. Seems counterintuitive to me. Doesn't the act of eating itself burn calories and speed up your metabolism? Please enlighten me. Thank you. Let me start by saying that there is no one way to eat or to diet or a nutrition plan. You have to find what works best for you. Some people do not like to eat in the morning. So as long as by the end of the day you are taking in enough calories of good quality foods, regardless of what time you eat them, that's really the main concern. There are people that work a lot of hours, that are really rushed in the morning, that don't have time to have a sit-down breakfast, or like I said, they're just not hungry in the morning and choose to have a majority of their foods later in the afternoon and evening. That's fine, but what happens a lot of times is if you don't eat early on in the day and then you wait too long before you eat to the point where you're so hungry that it doesn't even matter, like all inhibitions go out the window and you just want to eat everything in sight, that's when it becomes a problem, because then you're overeating on things that aren't very healthy. But intermittent fasting is, it works for some people because of their schedules primarily, and they're still eating a certain number of calories, and it's measured out, it still takes discipline. For myself, it wouldn't work because I'm hungry when I get up in the morning, and I do believe that eating earlier in the day can help prevent you from overeating at night when you're super hungry and you don't care because you're so hungry. So bottom line is, find what works best for you and something that you can sustain for a lifestyle, not just a diet for a short period of time. And that is what you're going to be the most successful with. Hi Nicole, thank you for taking the time each week to answer our questions. I have heard a few times and recently from you that you do not add weights when doing any abdominal side movements. Why is that? One of my goals for figure and for competing, and honestly just for personal preference, is to try to keep my waist as small as possible. I like the look of more muscle on the upper body because I feel like it creates the illusion that you have a smaller waist as well. When you are doing abdominal side exercises where you're using heavy weight, you're bending from the side, you're working your obliques, which are the muscles on the side of your core. And anytime you're training with heavy weights, you could develop some muscle growth. And I'm not looking to build any more muscle on the side of my waist because then it can give you more of a boxy look. So that is why I prefer not to train my obliques directly to the side. Now they do get hit if I'm doing twisting crunches or if I'm doing squats, your core is engaged, but I don't directly hit them. And that's the reason why. And the last question for this week is, what are your tips for recovering faster after workouts, not to lose days because of sore muscles? I've been taking BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, and L-glutamine. Should I maybe increase my protein? Thanks a lot for the inspiration and taking the time. Taking branched chain amino acids and L-glutamine can definitely help with muscle recovery, but also making sure that you are stretching, drinking enough water, properly fueling your body before and after with a source of lean protein and a carbohydrate within 30 minutes to an hour before and 30 minutes to an hour after. Making sure that you're getting enough rest, so sleeping enough, making sure that you're taking in enough calories throughout the day. I would probably try Epsom salt baths, increasing potassium, so have a banana post-workout. You could go see a massage therapist who can help with circulation and breaking down, tight muscles. So some of those things might help in addition to what you're already doing. But make sure that you're not training so hard where you can't move for a week. You might want to back the intensity down just a little bit. I mean, a few days of soreness is good, but if you're not recovering very well, then you could either have been pushing too hard or you're not doing one of the things that I had mentioned earlier. So those are my questions for this week. Until next week, keep asking your questions on the FitnessRx for Women Facebook page, and I will be back here every Friday to answer them for you. Until then, keep living the fit life.